NAT preparation or perspective. When to start preparing? NAT is not a joke. You cannot expect to score well without working towards it. Students generally start preparing for the test much before the time, and serious exams start somewhere a year before they pass out from college or university. Start preparing in advance. Now, preparation for NAT does not only mean studying for the exam but also gathering information for it, like registering for the NAT and finalizing the test dates. All this takes time, and preparing for the test goes on side by side. If you plan to start with preparation after registering, then you just end up wasting time. So it is best to start preparing well in advance. Observe NAT contents. NAT review is very essential, much more than you think. When you take the test for the first time, you are new to everything and might underestimate the difficulty level of the test. Moreover, you might think that the education you get in classes is sufficient for scoring well. You need to make use of some resources which prepare specifically for NAT, rather than relying on your own books and materials. Quality of preparation material. Good NAT review is the one which gives you complete knowledge and practice of the test. It should not just teach you how to handle one section but all the sections. For example, if you get a NAT review which emphasizes more on vocabulary but does not give you any advice on how to deal with quantitative section. You must look for a review which gives you comprehensive and complete preparation strategies for preparation of each type of question separately. Likewise, it should contain enough tips, especially for studying mathematics. Also, a good review gives you enough practice of the complete test. Modes of preparation. There are numerous modes of preparation you can choose from according to what suits you best. You can buy books, take private tuitions, take tuitions in small groups, take an online course, or take classroom coaching in coaching centers. Test day considerations. A test taker must show roll number slip before entering the test center, so you must be careful to put the roll number slip in your wallet the night before the test morning. Be conscious about the center and test start time mentioned on the roll number slip. You must reach the center 1 hour before the start of the test. In the center, calculators, mobile phones, and wristwatches are not allowed in the examination hall. The question booklet you receive will be of 5 different colors. Moreover, each question booklet will be sealed, which will be opened by the candidates at the start of the test. You are not supposed to break the seal till the test starts. You must be patient, not leave your seat during the test except with the permission of the invigilator in case of an unavoidable situation. No test taker is allowed to leave the hall without the permission of the invigilator. What to do the week before the test? Getting ready for the big day. You want the week leading up to the test to go as smoothly as possible. So get yourself into a routine beginning on the Sunday night, week before the test. Look at your calendar for the week and make sure you plan ahead for everything else in your life. Homework, upcoming tests, and papers due after college universities. Go easy on yourself this week. Don't overload yourself this week. In fact, do what you can to lighten up your normal schedule. If you normally participate in 2 or 3 after college universities activities, consider passing up anything you don't have to do. Your family members should know that you need to be focused this week. Try to get into a routine in the days leading up to the test. Get to bed and wake up at reasonably consistent times. If it takes you a while to wake up in the morning, wake up an hour earlier than usual every day this week so that you'll have an extra hour on test day to clear your head. The day before the test. If you haven't already, make sure you know the location of your test center. If you haven't taken a test before at your test center, ask around among the seniors you know to see whether there's anything you need to know about the place. Of contingency plans, if someone is supposed to drive you to the test center, make sure you have a backup plan in case the person oversleeps, gets sick, or otherwise fails to show up tomorrow morning at the appointed time. During the day, make sure you have a digital watch or similar timing device. Ideally one with large, easily read numbers. The best timing device to use is one that counts up rather than down. But any digital device is better than an analog watch with hard to read hands. Also make sure you have a working alarm or two in the house so you are sure to wake up on the time. Although you can get some gum and maybe a bottle of water the morning of the test, it's probably a good idea if you get things today. Finally, it's a good idea to have a cell phone handy on test day. If you don't have one, borrow one and make sure it's charged. If this is your first NAT, get excited. It's natural to feel nervous the day before the test, maybe even a bit panicked, but let's try to get some perspective on your situation. Try to think of your first NAT as an audition for college, but not the audition that really counts. Naturally, you hope that your audition goes well tomorrow, but it's not a big deal if it doesn't quite as well as you would like. So don't think that all your college's hopes rest on how you do on tomorrow's NAT. They don't. If you get a great score, terrific, but if you don't, it's not the end of the world. The night before the test, do spend at least half an hour today reviewing your work, but no more than half an hour. Again, you are not trying to learn anything new at this point. You are just making mental notes about things you should already know. Before you get too tired, lay out everything you are going to need tomorrow morning. A picture, ID, your digital watch, your ballpoints, and a clipboard. Set out the clothes you'll wear for tomorrow, including any good luck items. It's a good idea to dress in layers so that if the room is too hot, you can take off a sweater, or if it's too cold, you can put one on. You might want to bring something distracting to read or listen to with you to the test site tomorrow, and maybe something to munch on. If so, set these items out too. Charge your cell phone and set your alarm. Waking up on the test morning. When you wake up, consider taking a shower or doing some brief exercises. Eat a normal breakfast. Make sure you have everything with you when you leave, and allow enough time to get the test site 30 to 40 minutes before the test starts to allow for traffic delays to get yourself into a good position for entering the exam room. Arriving at the test site, there will be dozens of nervous students milling around the entrance of the test site, reading flashcards, skimming through their notes, or muttering to themselves. Make sure you stay focused. Entering the exam room, don't just wander into your room casually. Try to be the first student into the exam room so that you can choose a good seat. A good seat is one that gives you a clear view of the proctor and of the central clock in the room that the proctor will be monitoring to time the test. Always maintain your grip during the test, and if you lose it, regain control. Keep moving while the clock's ticking. No matter how well you have prepared for the NAT, it's always good to walk in feeling a little unprepared. Best of luck for your NAT.